Would it be, I thought Douglas had mentioned, or somebody had mentioned, that possibly just putting a sign closer to the intersection? But maybe that does not, I mean, that's, the signs are at the entrance of a municipality, they're not.
Is that a municipal ordinance or
I
is
don't
it
know.
a county
But
ordinance?
even when you go into Rapids, they're at the
Okay,
outskirts
I
of
believe-
the city limits.
It's
type
not
of
county,
thing.
because there's lots
I
of
believe it
counties.
is a municipal ordinance.
okay, I'll check
It
our
That would
is-
board.
make the most sense.
It's our ordinance, because I asked Brandon how to enforce it, and he's like, well, the county can't enforce a town ordinance.
Okay, I'll find out. I'll
It's
find
something along the lines.
I'll
But
find
my
the
ne-
language somewhere.
My next thing is, it's almost non-enforceable.
Unless you catch-
99.9% of the time, it's non-enforceable. The guy has to be right there in order to enforce it.
Okay,
Take the thing off the books, get it up. If it's not on the books, I'm not gonna worry about it. I just get sick and tired of listening to it every pecking day, 24 hours a day. If it's not on the books, I got no bitch.
okay, I'll take a look, see if I can find it.
I mean, I don't remember why it was put on there.
It might be policy or,
No, it was actually put on there and my name is on the ordinance.
I was gonna say, I think you wrote the
Sure
ordinance.
I
is.
think I did.
2007.
919
He's
of
trying to rescind his
2007.
own ordinance.
what's the ordinance number?
There is.
Patty, you're not responsible
Whatever
for
Dan's
that.
birthday.
Just that- so when you
Whatever,
go to the-
whatever Dan's birthday is.
The
that's
ordinance
the
page, it's the
Yep.
fourth one down.
Compression
Compression
brakes.
brakes.
Oh, compression brake, okay,
Sure enough.
But it's
okay,
not enforceable.
There's no number actually, it just gives the date.
There has to be
okay.
date's
It must be
the
a,
date is the number.
yeah, but that's all right, I can find it.
I have seen those.
07112.
Rob?
There's nothing there. Oh, yeah,
It should be 19-19-2007.
9/19/07.
9-19-2007.
Okay,
That's it. So that's all.
But I was at the compost site today on the east side and Jake Bakes are going off constantly there by Home Depot. So
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
if we
that's-
know who
that's
they
an-
are, we can write them letters and tell them we have an ordinance and we can issue.
What's your address, Rob?
I don't even know, is there a fine on that?
Start with me.
All right,
Yeah, it was
Might get close to
50,
Dan's.
Oh, okay.
okay,
not less than 50, not more than 200, post court costs.
okay,
In my travels though, as of late, I have seen more orange flags on those signs where they say Jake Brake, like Pittsville has one on each side of town coming in. And I've also seen how much the fine is for braking, Jake braking. So, I don't know, but that definitely
that
caught
might
my
be,
attention as driving that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well now they're getting kind of serious because they've got orange flags on their sign and the price is right on the bottom of the sign, fine, is 250, 300, whatever.
Isn't there you maybe don't know it, but I thought Douglas had said one time that if a new sign goes up, it had, and I think I mentioned it last
Yep.
time or
It stays a
time
certain amount of
before,
time.
it has to be up there pretty much until the rag rots off the sign.
Right.
But your point about enforcement is the thing, if you don't have somebody on during the day sitting here,
So who would enforce that if it's a municipal?
well,
Well-
Pittsville's got a police force.
Well,
right?
the-
Well, that's what I mean
Brandon.
here, who would,
What I'm getting at is at least when you're in a truck and you're coming into town, you would maybe think twice about making a bunch of noise if you saw that they're actually
I would
put it
have,
on our sign out
I
here.
would have to look back to see how Brandon worded that. He said
okay,
it would be, there's a statute or whatever that they could fine him for, and it would be an ordinance violation. I think there's just like the
Disorderly
county,
conduct with a motor vehicle?
something like that.
State patrol likes that kind of stuff.
so the county would.
The county could
County
give a
could
fine
issue that.
I will,
if they
I will
caught him,
contact
and it
Brandon.
would be just,
Okay,
That's the only thing that I can think of.
I'll see how we can get this taken care of.
anything else, Dan?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Thank God, huh?
The only thing I have is going off of last week's, new flags for the town have been ordered.
They're here,
They're here.
we have a new one up
Yeah, I happened to be there that
Okay.
they were actually putting up the flags. Paulette said they had, I don't think she had gotten anything at that time.
It came yesterday.
So she was able to get with that company and they were
Yeah.
able to make some.
Yep, they're beautiful.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Rob?
Where are we going next? What do we, I don't know, I didn't bring Gordy's list. For the next couple meetings, we should maybe start thinking ahead, brainstorming what's criteria wise, what we should be looking at, working on. Like I say, I didn't bring his list, I should have. Not that that's a.
I have it in there.
Not that that's our blueprint for what we should be doing, but
Good guideline.
what's next?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I will find that list and maybe I will
I've got it.
pick at least one of them off of there.
Yeah. Pick one at random and add
Yeah.
it to the next agenda.
We'll add it
Maybe
to
not
the
at
next
random,
agenda.
maybe by your order of identified importance if you wanna be responsible
Or we
for
could
that.
put a couple, three on the agenda and then.
Just pass
and then just
pass over them if
pass
it's
over
not.
the ones if it's. but-
While we're waiting, for him to find that, Josh, I am going to court for Richard Grohowski. He has decided to sue the town or to fight having that mobile home on Evergreen. The town allowed him to have it there for a specific period of time to build a house, and he's been procrastinating, and so now I'm going to court the 20-something of this month.
And, okay,
Do you remember who that is?
yep,
Okay.
yep. And
I remember.
he believes he has a case?
I don't know that he believes he has a case as much as that it's delaying the process so he can stay where he is without incurring any more.
Did he ever pay
No.
his monthly fines?
No, that's
There's
when
no-
that's when we started proceedings.
No, I can't find either of them.
Cause that was part of the agreement. If he didn't
Yep.
pay the first month, that
Then-
then you would proceed.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I was informed last week. Right.
I gotta back up one thing. What kind of information do you have on the Rome Solar and how much does it affect us?
Okay.
Where is it?
Okay,
Is
I
it-
have anything you need to know. So, right now, we're going through the process we're working in cooperation with Wood County because, that way our contract doesn't cost as much, but it's only going to affect a 40-acre parcel.
Is it?
And that 40-acre parcel will be at the end of, what is that called? Not Range Line Road, but it's the very end road
Was that a summary?
that divides Rome and
Oh,
us.
on 10 mile, or no,
No.
county line.
County Line Road,
Adams
yeah,
Avenue.
it's
Avenue.
approximately half a mile past the end of the road.
I thought it was that way.
Nope,
No,
it's this- it's gonna be
So
this way.
Like 15.
Right, and, so actually, I just received, their attorney for Wood County is Nick Flanagan, and Nick Flanagan used to be our attorney. So we're working together to have a joint agreement. And at this point in time, we have asked for compensation for utilizing a 40-acre parcel that we will not receive any tax money from, nor will we receive any compensation from the
Where are they
government.
going to use?
They're just going to put electrical, I forget what it is.
Switch
So,
gear.
like a substation, yeah.
Like over here,
Yes,
like the one on the
yes, yeah,
That's supposed to be on the tax roll. The one down by you is,
okay.
the one off it behind.
Maybe
you.
that will be, but not the rest of the 40 acres. That portion will be,
They're gonna own the whole 40?
yes, they're purchasing the 40. So,
Okay, so the utility owns the 40.
so I guess what we have asked for is compensation in regards to a percentage.
Check with Claude and see what he says, because I know when they built that one by you,
Okay,
it wasn't on the tax roll. And I mentioned it to him at board review, and he said, oh, yes, that's supposed to be. He said, I'll get right on that.
And it's called Akron Solar, and I do know that Rome, has just initiated a committee set up to fight them.
You know, last week's paper had that.
Okay, I didn't know that,
Stuff, yeah.
I don't do new news or anything
No,
like
this
that.
is on the Wednesday rag.
And what else do I know? We have asked them to, so they have to be vested in your community. So in order to be vested in Saratoga, we have asked for a couple things, and one of them was.
Well, they could pave that side of the road.
That was one of the things we had asked for, but in order to pave to that substation, they have to acquire property. So, not sure where that's going, that's why the second,
Well, didn't you say there was part of it that it possibly was beyond the end of the road?
yeah, it's beyond the end of the road.
Because there's a house right on the end of the road, isn't there?
Right.
On our
Yes,
side.
yeah. So they would have to acquire quite a bit of land in order to do that. That's why we've had several options out there,
Well, how are they going to get to their property?
coming through Rome. From the other side, yeah. So, but we still have to fight a fire there, so we still have to have access, so something's gonna have to give. And we're working that out right now.
Where's the pipeline come through in there?
Not there.
Must be this way a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. The other thing, as long as we're talking about solar, we've also been requested by Invenergy, which is doing our second solar. They're doing the Saratoga solar. They have requested to do a controlled burn, and our contract with them states that they shall not burn, period. There's no leeway there. But they have asked to do a container burn. It's a very large container, and they have some places 500 feet, sometimes 100 feet around this container. They have requested that we allow them to use that. And before I or Nick Flanagan gives them okay, we have contacted the fire departments and the DNR, and I've heard back from the fire departments, and they're waiting to hear what the DNR says. So we'll go with whatever the DNR recommends. That's on our own solar. What else do we know about the solar? I have not heard that Akron Solar is going through. So I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but July 4th, there was a bill that was passed that says if you haven't started solar within 30 days by putting something in the ground, your solar is no longer going to be able to be done. And our solar has met that criteria, but I'm not sure Akron Solar has. I'm not sure that they have done that, but
Who made that criteria?
Pardon?
Who made that criteria?
The bill that was passed
By the government?
by the
Federal
government, yeah. President or whoever passes the bill.
Was part of the big beautiful bill?
Yeah, the big beautiful bill. And just so you're aware, what all the acreage that was utilized by the first one, solar that we had, that's 150 megawatts. The second solar is also 150 megawatts, but uses half of the land because of the efficiency of the solar panels. So the Saratoga Solar is not going, Carl, help me, east side?
Yeah, it's not gonna be on the east side of the highway,
The east side of Highway 13. So,
to the best of my knowledge.
yeah.
So
No,
that's-
no, that is exactly right.
Not gonna be, or is
It's
it?
Is not.
So it's gonna be on the same side as?
It's
the
gonna
one
be
we
right next to the
have? Okay.
other solar. And
Interesting.
there is a raise. The government gave a raise for the solars this year, so we'll be receiving more money.
Maybe that was inflationary.
Whatever it is, I don't care. We're getting more money, which helps us with roads and whatever infrastructure that we have. Is there any other questions about the solar? I think that's all I know, though.
So I found the future agenda items from Gordy. So future town building needs / maintenance, I think we are in the process of that right now, right? I guess I wanna pick a couple of these to put on the next agenda. Senior housing needs, annually review town zoning rules. We're on the process of that right now.
We're doing better than we thought.
Yeah,
There you go.
we're already doing.
You guys are.
Review and update town recreational plan. That's one we could put on the agenda. Identify new opportunities or threats to the town. Review grant writing opportunities. Town comprehensive plan. And future staffing needs.
Okay.
Is there something
We took care of the staffing needs.
statutory on the comp plan?
Every 5 years.
Is it 5-year review?
Yeah. But it's just a matter of going over it and
Yeah, just kind of, I don't
Yeah,
know, we
reviewing
just
it.
tell,
And I think
okay,
our-
we did it, and
Yeah. Our comp plan is not very good because it was made for an urban area and or town, but anyway.
before Tom left, him and I were going through it, and we pretty much went through page by page and said, okay, we reviewed it, there it is.
Josh, you said a couple items that we have taken care of. Staffing, we know the future of the town of Saratoga is probably gonna need somebody full-time, but we have elected internally to use Mary as an administrative assistant and as a deputy clerk, so that she can be utilized for other functions, mainly for the plan commission, because she's been doing a lot of work for the plan commission, and that's not necessarily part of the job of an administrative assistant, or I mean, as a deputy clerk.
Right.
So the staffing, we're kind of looking towards the future. In my mind, if we do ever need somebody here full-time, I see it as an administrative assistant, not as a chairman or a higher paid official. I just see somebody that needs to be here to tell people where to go.
Mhm.
And I don't mean that, that way, but you know what I mean.
I want that job.
Well, some.
Some you'd like.
But Mary's very efficient. I think she does a great job, and at this point in time, she is able to put in the hours, and we pay her to do that, and she's very okay with that.
So future staffing, also on that one is town hall office hours. I know our elected officials can't have
Right.
posted hours,
Right.
but if we have an administrative assistant, do
And
we
I'm not
have
sure
set
that-
hours for Mary?
I'm not sure that we need that at this point in time, because we do have the 3 CDX phones,
Right.
and so we can be reached, any of the officers can be reached at any time.
Mhm.
And I know my phone rings on Sundays,
Right.
all the
I
time.
do receive a lot of resident
Sure,
calls
Yes.
asking when somebody's gonna be in.
Sure.
And I don't know
yeah.
when that is.
And typically, there is somebody here from 9 to 2, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Typically. But I don't know that we want to say that,
Right.
because the clerk is the one that's typically here, and she is not mandated to hold office
Yeah.
hours per
I
state
don't
statute.
believe an elected official can hold office hours, can they? Like, I don't think they can
They're
post
not-
them.
No,
No.
they're not required to hold.
But I don't
By
know
law,
that we
right.
want to have Mary hold office hours, because when it's time for her to work the elections, then we need her there, not here.
Right.
So I'm not sure we're at a point in time where we do need that. And now with our new website where people can just type in what they want to know and it'll bring up all the information they need, I think that's utilized good. If we start getting a lot of complaints, then I think that's the time that we should entertain that. But at this point in time, I don't see us needing that, but.
Just reference, because see it a lot, that if somebody's asking for time, I would guess that 10 o'clock in the morning would be the best time. Cause I came by here at 1:05 and everybody was gone.
Yeah, I would do 10
Today.
to 1. I would,
But I say,
yeah,
in the morning, it seems like
Right.
the
You
two
have
of
better
them are
chance.
here, yeah.
Better chance of catching
Yeah.
somebody at 10 than at
10.
1.
Yeah.
At 1, yes.
I always tell people, we're usually open 9 to 2, but call ahead.
Right.
That's what I tell them.
Good.
And there was a couple other things on there that we had addressed already.
Zoning, town zoning rules,
Yeah,
which was,
there was-
town building needs
You got
slash
that?
maintenance. Grant writing opportunities.
You know, I want to bring something to your attention. So you all know that we hired Doug Pazano to be the head of Public Works. And he's always been in a very limited capacity. But we've asked him to help us with road grants and road problems because we are doing so much in roads and there's none of us with the knowledge to monitor our roads, what they're doing. And this month, he's worked a lot of hours, and we paid him a lot of money. But this last week, he saved us $40,000 because the persons that were doing our road wanted to put another layer of gravel on, and he went out and inspected it and said we didn't need it. And that saved us money because none of us would have known that. And I think our public works people that we have working, they are working so hard that they just are like chickens with their heads cut off because they don't know where to go. And Doug kind of streamlines that, says this is a priority, let's do this, let's do that. So I think for what we pay out to have Doug here, I think that was a very good investment on our part. So I just wanted to say that.
Well, yeah, Douglas that was his job,
Yeah,
to
Right.
start with, so it's a
And-
benefit to us to have him here.
and he does run interference a lot with the county for us because he has the knowledge of who does what and, where to start and who to talk to. So he's a very, very good resource. So, yeah. I think that's about it that I wanted to say about that. What was the next one? It was,
Town recreation plan.
yeah, that's a
comprehensive
good one.
plan. I would like to see town recreation plan review on our next agenda.
I would like to see Wakely come in here, and I think we should offer some suggestions to Wakely because there's, like giving tours up and down the river, renting out canoes or paddleboards or whatever, or even having a little candy shop or hot dog stand or something. And I'm not sure if we could help them on that or even just, tell them where they can get some funding or something, because I think Wakely is a really big draw to our town.
Has, the guy that was running the canoes that
I was
was
just gonna ask that.
is he still there? Or I went by yesterday and his facility up there on 8th and Grand looks like it's abandoned.
They sold that building.
Did they?
But I think he's more on Point now. But
I
he's
know
also
he
on
was
Lake
always-
Wazeecha,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know.
Yeah, he had a place on the north side, northeast corner up there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That he had some canoes and
I
stuff.
forget the name of it.
Well, I know
Yeah, I don't
Wakely
know.
is a nonprofit, but that doesn't mean that somebody who wants to come in and do tours and stuff couldn't utilize Wakely's,
But they
draw.
did have done things with the schools and things. They
Yeah,
have their,
They do.
once school starts, they have their tours and things for the school kids, but, other than, of course, they had their big doings with
Yeah.
the Civil War, last
Yeah.
weekend, 2 weeks ago,
But
whatever it was. But
it's a shame that we don't,
it's not utilized
Yeah.
as much as what it could be, yeah.
Right.
But
And I
it's
know
all
there's a-
volunteer too, and that's part
Yeah.
of the whole thing.
but
You gotta
isn't
have
there,
people do it,
I know Rome has a magazine that they've offered to let us, utilize if we have things in our town that we want to promote. Maybe, Wakely, if they knew about it, maybe they could get on board with that too. I mean, I think there's things that we could help Wakely with. To me, that's our biggest recreational draw.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But, you know, outside of the pristine Canadian lake.
Alright, Rob, anything else?
Well, I did find the comprehensive plan, but it's the draft, but it said the SEER it's for adoption in May 24th, 2023. Remember we went
They
through
did
and
one, yeah, they
did
hired a
one.
firm at like $50,000 to do that. Yeah,
That, and then it was another, it was a,
yeah,
for, our corridor, our
Yeah.
industrial corridor, they
Yeah.
did some research on that, and that
Yeah,
I've
you're
got
right.
too, but the comprehensive plan was all updated at that point. Boz did it, his name's in here, and then that North Central
regional
Wisconsin
planning.
Regional Planning, did that, so, that's that's only 2 years old, but there is a lot of good information in this that we can start looking into that. Might help guide us, it's supposed to guide us anyways, as zoning and planning or comprehensive plan is the,
Comprehensive plan's on our website, isn't it?
Yep,
so there's your assignment.
Is,
You gotta read through the comprehensive plan
Yeah.
before the next meeting.
I heard him say the
Take
town
notes.
recreation plan is the next meeting's agenda item, and I was gonna ask if that's available, or if there is one currently.
I will,
is that on the website? Oh, I can.
I don't know, but I'm going to get everybody copies of
I was
both.
gonna say, if we're gonna try to talk about it next meeting, I'd like to have
Yes.
access to
I'll
the
have,
current one and spend a little time
I'll get
on
a
it.
copy, at least to at least the recreation plan, if not the recreation and the comp plan.
You want hard copies?
Well,
Digital's
yeah,
fine with me.
I'll probably stop in and make hard copies, or
I can
if I
have
can
them.
find the digital.
Well, the comprehensive plan is on our website,
Yeah,
The
that-
recreation plan?
That I can
Phil?
pull up the
but I
website.
don't know we have a
I don't know, I put
recreation
the
plan.
computer away.
Yeah, I know we do. I have a copy of it, I think,
I
in my
think the rec,
office. See here.
You all got it under control.
Have a good night, girl.
I don't see that.
Good luck with your stuff.
My surgery, yep, not a problem. It won't be a problem.
I hope not.
I have the, outdoor recreation plan right here, but this is,
Whoa.
Yeah, I have it here on the ordinance. I mean, it's on our website too.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
I can
There,
print it
we
out there.
could just look at that.
I will do that. And it will be on the next, it'll
Does
be,
it show up when you click on it though?
If you click on town and click on comprehensive plan, there's an outdoor rec plan, a public participation plan,
I will say
And-
the
the updated.
mobile version of our town
click on
website
that link, or,
is
That's
not
what I'm
very,
saying.
Yeah,
When you
how come?
click on it, it doesn't.
I don't know.
oops, page not found.
Oh,
If you click on the link, nothing.
Yeah, but
comes up.
he's right, the mobile version
The
doesn't
mobile
work as good as
version,
the
like if I
desktop.
go on the town
Oh.
website
Does it work
with
for
my
you?
phone,
I get Northwest Regional Planning. But I do have a copy in my office, so I will make copies and make sure Josh has them, and then he can distribute them. And I'll make sure that's online, so Paulette can email you guys.
That would be good.
Would you prefer email?
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, if I could,
Oh,
like if you have
Okay.
Paulette
Scan
send
one
me,
copy.
okay,
have Paulette send me a
okay,
file each one, I'll send them all.
okay.
That'd be great.
Of the recreation plan and the comprehensive.
Recreation plan and the comp, plan,
Okay.
please. Just so everybody has them. Anything else?
No, sir.
James?
Tim Hintz Automotive, it took me a while to realize there's no fire sign out in front of him. His address is on his mailbox, but there's no fire sign there. I don't know if somebody pulled it or,
Like a fire number tile?
Yeah.
Like the little blue ones?
yeah, it's not there. When you go back by there, take a look. It's easy to miss because there's a lot of them, but
The house is separate now from the business.
yeah, so the business should have one.
The business should have.
Well, unless it's the same parcel number. He may have utilized the same number for the house and for the business.
I don't know, but there's not one at the driveway to his business.
Yeah, it should be
And there's an
on.
address on the mailbox, so
Okay,
Alright,
is it the same as the house?
I didn't look,
Okay.
I'll be honest there.
Could be.
alright, anything else?
Nope,
Patty?
I just have a question about a couple properties. The bowling alley. Any like
It's in our recreation plan.
interest
Yeah,
in
that's
that?
in the recreation plan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Saratoga
It's such an
bowling.
eyesore, and I feel bad
Bowling
that
for
they've
fun.
never sold it. The building's probably not worth anything anymore.
Well,
you
that's
know?
the problem. They're asking
Yeah.
more than it's
Yeah.
worth.
But man,
I
it's
see
just an
somebody-
eyesore. It'd be nice.
Somebody mow the lawn, mow the parking lot
Yeah, more the
yesterday.
park. I don't know. I didn't look,
There
but
was somebody more, or.
Yeah,
I feel
just,
like that might, yeah.
just recently I saw a truck in there.
so there's probably never been any interest in it apparently.
No, he wants a lot. From what I understand, he wants a lot.
Much higher
Quick
traffic
Trip was
flow if you
interested
got a
in
mobile.
Well, I heard that a long time ago.
Yeah, they were,
I love a
and
Quick
then
Trip,
when
but-
they couldn't come to terms. And then they went across the street and somebody else bought the land across the street. So,
Okay.
from what I understand though, they were asking a very large
I
amount
don't
of money.
know. Yeah, well, it's just an eyesore. And the other one, when I was on board before, the Jake's property.
Oh, yes.
Is that just
where's
like
That, I
right
just,
across the street where
Yeah.
we made them move all those cars?
Yeah.
Now we brought them all
she's,
back.
living in that camper trailer and some, I told Paulette about it, 2 weeks ago.
I
Well,
don't know anything about this.
That
Yeah.
trailer that's sitting there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there
not
was-
been there very long.
It
But
looked like a food truck trailer
Yeah.
when you first
Yeah.
drive up. But
She's-
Yeah, it's
who's
been in
living
there
in
for a
that?
month.
Who's she?
I don't know, but
Oh.
she used to live actually in my daughter's old house on Tesserville. And she sold that and now she's living there. Just sold it 3 months ago.
Okay. And there's nothing like that
No, but
you
I
can do
told,
for those cars and stuff,
yeah.
the trailer.
I
parks you
had-
can't-
Yeah,
Brought-
in front of this is no.
brought it into Paulette and it's gotta be 3 weeks ago now.
Okay.
So, yeah, everything has been moving
I
right
don't know if he
along.
pulled it out. or-
And the other
or
one
whatever,
is
you know.
just down past you, I see the motorhome is gone now. They got, the yard is just full of everything.
Oh, is that the guy that we have problems with?
I don't know. I probably don't have the
Yeah, he's
number anymore.
active business.
My
So
notepad.
closer to my
He's a
house
nice
or
guy.
further down?
Further down,
Down where Powell's used to live and the one next door?
I think so. It's
James
at
Hankley, the one that sits in his car running all the time?
599.
Yeah, he's a creepy guy.
599.
He does have his license, but he has all those cars and then he sits
Oh, no,
in his
that's,
car.
that's down towards where Terry used to live, third.
Yeah,
the
that's
second-
just next to where Jeff and Sherry own that
Yeah,
house. Yeah.
yeah.
You're
no,
not talking
this-
about that one?
No, it would be, God, like I said, it's 599 is the address.
599?
599.
And does it have the fence in front of it?
Yeah, I think there
And
is,
then
but
just
it,
junk,
it,
just junk everywhere.
Highway 73?
yep.
Yeah.
I can tell you if that's the one where,
But
yes.
there's something in the back. In the
Yes.
wintertime, you can see,
We have, we are going to court on that right now.
it looks like
Yeah.
a park model. It's been there for years.
Yeah, it's not though. What it is a mobile home frame that he built a cabin on and he thinks that he can use it as storage. So, yeah, we have an issue there.
It's way in the back of the lot.
Mhm.
And there's, the motorhome has been sitting there. I see it's gone today. But
Yeah, that's because he's having to pay every day that it was there. Okay, yeah, that one we're okay.
But yeah, Chopix, that's,
Or Jake's?
Laurel, I looked at
Or- or
827.
There's
that
nothing
would
we
be
can
10
do
months.
about that? 'Cause-
well, no, that's.
I think it's separate from his house.
Yeah, I don't know what,
And Ken has a business permit, right?
Yeah, and that went to court and then he moved,
not
we made him move them
827.
all,
Is it?
then we moved them
No.
all back and now there's even more.
I know
It's
where it
just
is,
an
though.
eyesore,
Okay.
too.
I thought it
When-
was.
When all those cars were moved out, if I remember right, he didn't have a valid business permit.
Right.
yeah, but he went down, and bought them all back and put a antique license plate on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because he moved him to Bepler, remember? He moved them all to that, yeah.
And they got moved out of there too.
Did you find it yet?
You said
All right.
Hines, right? Hines,
Eight, yeah, Tim Hintz. Yeah.
837.
837.
820.
Well, I said
827. Yeah, the businesses.
Business and housing stuff like that.
He has
That's it for me.
827 and 837.
Yeah, 37 is the one to the west, right? That would be the
His
business.
house, yeah, his house is separate. And you said there's no address.
Yeah, no
tile.
fire, well, I call them fire sign, but yeah, there's no sign there in front of it.
For the business.
for the business, yeah. I probably wouldn't have noticed it, my wife noticed it.
Okay, I'm going right by there on my way home, so I'll check it out.
You know, they started doing work on that, where was that, or what was
Right.
done there? I've never
That's
been,
the-
gotta be down
All
there.
right.
You never been there? You don't utilize it?
Jake's is the one that we have
That's a shame.
I don't
cars.
think I've ever
Patty?
driven in it.
Jake's is the one with all the cars on the
Yeah,
corner
right
of
on the
Chesterville.
Yeah,
corner of Chesterville and
Yeah, and then there's a
73.
camper
It's all
sitting
here.
there now.
Okay,
Oh, the old car dealership.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was my,
Got the little things
my
filled in.
father-in-law's brother at one time owned that.
Anything else? you need?
With
Patty was
nothing
done.
else?
No, I was done.
Our next meeting is 6 p.m. September 10th, Wednesday, September 10th. And the only agenda item I have formally right now would be to visit the current town recreation, visit and discuss, or whatever.
And
Review and discuss.
Zoning.
And we have,
And the-
and zoning has to stay on from,
Yep, we'll
Yeah,
leave zoning
we'll-
on
You'll
until,
have the new zoning.
we'll have the corrections by the next week.
If I get,
Yes. Pending Christie and Josh's involvement.
sorry.
so those two items are,
Yeah, for now, we'll see what,
I have one more thing I'd like to bring forward. So with the solar fields coming in, the Alliant Energies has been putting in new power pads. And now they're like 3-phase instead of single phase. And the 3-phase are like 6 feet tall by 4 feet by about another 4 feet. And they're putting them near stop signs. And so we've gone out, and after we've heard this, we've gone out, talked to them, and they are agreeing to move them. However, once they're there and we're asking them to move them, the wires are already cut, so it's limited to how far they can move them without splicing, and they don't want to splice, of course. So we want to put an ordinance in place for the utilities, and I have wrote an ordinance, and it's going to the town board. And I just want you to know, we're bypassing you guys because we need this in place like right now. Because we've had to have them move 3 and maybe 1 more by Josh's house because it's happening so fast and we want to get ahead of it. So we're asking them to move, and the ordinance that I'm using was from the Towns Association. It's kind of a blanket ordinance. I'm taking out things that would pertain to big cities like curb and gutter and manholes and stuff like that. But I just wanted you to know that we're not bypassing you because of anything other than to expedite the process.
Yep.
And if you want, I can bring it back.
and that ordinance is to clarify where they can put those?
Where they can put the, yes, where they can put anything that's above ground. And also, in addition to that, it will also clarify that if you're putting in an underground service, you have to remove the overhead service. You can't just abandon it and leave it. Because we've had issues with that with this last storm. We've had some lines fall down that were like Solaris, and they said, we abandoned them. We're underground. We don't care if they're there. And I said, well, the next time you get a permit, it might take us a little while to take a look at that permit. And then all of a sudden, the next day, they were gone. But I don't want to threaten people. I just want it on our books that get rid of the old stuff. If you're putting in new stuff, take the old stuff down. Just makes us look junky.
Isn't transformers in the vision triangle regulated by state statute?
No.
2.5 feet?
No. It just says they have to be in the right of way, and they have to, if the municipality has problems with it, then we can fight with them. And we'd probably win. But we don't want to have to fight with them every time. We want to have a ruling 200 feet back from the intersection of the right-of-ways. It's not rocket science. We can just tell them that's where we don't want anything above ground in that area. It should clarify everything.
All right.
State statute, it just says that, they have the right to go there. We have the right to if they're getting involving traffic, vision triangles, that kind of thing. Our problem is, as a town, we don't maintain our vision triangles. because there's just way too many and our guys have enough work to do and we just don't have the capability of doing it. So, sometimes, the utilities is in front of our trees and we can't very well tell them, you can't be there because they can't see when they get up to the stop sign. When they come back to us and say, well, you didn't even clear your own vision triangle. Well, true, but this makes it even worse. So we just want to just tell them.
So the ones that are so there's some that are in the wrong place?
Yeah.
the one
Well,
right
they're in
now.
the-
You're just gonna let
Yeah.
them leave there then?
No, we asked them to move them.
Oh.
But we did have quite a, yes, quite a conversation. I mean, it took Doug and I, and then two of the Alliant people to physically go out there and say, here's the problem. So,
Now, that's the intersection of two town roads. The one I pointed out is on Z.
yes, and that
That's a
one,
county one.
that one, the county is gonna be involved in. That's not us. We can't do anything about that because it's in the county.
Are they looking at it? Because I was gonna
Yeah.
talk to the commissioner.
You
I was going
did?
to, I haven't.
Oh,
yet.
no, I left a message with Brandon, so he'll get back to me tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're coming up now because of the new solar coming in, so we wanted to be a little proactive, but if we bring it to the plan commission, then we gotta wait another month. And
Well, it's okay. I
Yeah,
forgive
I'm
you.
fine with it.
That's
That's
just,
some work away from us.
that's reasonable and prudent to just do and not slow down.
All right, anything else?
No, that's all I got, I'm sorry.
If we have nothing further, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make
do
that
it.
motion.
Then I got
Motion
the
by
second.
Patty, second by Dan, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries at 7:41.
That might be the quickest one I've been